We now cross live to reporter Lerando Temba, who is outside the union buildings and has more. Lerando, it's a hunger strike protest that's entered its third week. We understand Cyril Ramaphosa has just addressed the Khoisan activists. What did he have to say?
Well, just to give you some more background on the story, with the Khoisan 4, as we've now known to call them, really walked from the Eastern Cape, Mpho, taking 3 weeks to walk from the Eastern Cape to Pretoria with just the tents that you see behind me. And what they wanted and what they had in mind was to meet up with the Deputy President or the President of the country to hand over a memorandum with 4 demands. And they've been waiting here for 23 days. And of the 23 days, 16 days of which they embarked on a hunger strike, Mpho. I was just here yesterday speaking to 2 of the Khoisan 4 activists that embarked on a hunger strike, and you could just physically see how drained they were and how physically and emotionally exhausted they were. And so today, with the Deputy President making his way from the stairs of the union buildings, coming down with his entourage, coming down to this camp, has been such an emotional journey for not just the Khoisan 4, but for the people that have been rallying behind them. The Deputy President was clear, saying that there are processes that are before Parliament, Mpho, that are looking into the Khoisan's demands, saying that their demands are not necessarily unwarranted, saying that they are being tackled at the highest level, which of course is a National Assembly. He also did mention that, you know, they've been here, they've been under this blazing sun in the capital city, saying that they will now be afforded an opportunity to spend some time with their loved ones. Of course, it is Christmas Eve, Mpho, and they will be flown to their respective areas. As I've said before, the Khoisan 4 did make their way on foot to Pretoria from the Eastern Cape. So just to get more insight as to what they're feeling about this, I would call momentous occasion for the Khoisan 4, I have with me Brandon Billings, who is part of the Khoisan 4. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us. You are still quite emotional after what happened today. How do you feel?
I can't describe how I feel, because we have waited long for this moment to come. And this morning I spoke to the Lord and I told the Lord, I leave it all in your hands. You must do whatever you need to do, but my strength is with you now. And all the dreams have come true, and I'm really now feeling so blessed inside. I thank everyone. I thank the government, the people that were behind us from day one. I thank you, because wasn't it for you, we wouldn't still be here. There were hard times. Even we had to clash and fight with each other over arguments, because we know this will not be an easy journey that we embarked on, but the Lord had come through for us.
Brandon, it's been 23 days, and I can imagine it hasn't been quite easy being camped out here, staying in these very small tents, and really just living in hope, waiting for the President or his deputy to come and address you. And he did that today. What is the one thing that he said that stuck out for you, that you think you'll take home with you?
The one thing the Deputy President mentioned is that the government will sit with this memorandum and they will discuss and invite us in that meeting. So at least we know we got recognition, and this is not over, because the Deputy President did come and say, as we wish, did come and sign our memorandum, and we are truly, even this Sunday, it's a Sunday that you need to go to church, you need to stay with your family, and the Deputy President did buy out the time to come here. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Faith has really taken you this far, and I know that the chief as well as his deputy are not here to have seen this moment. They have gone to church, but it seems like you will be going home for Christmas. I mean, this must bring some sort of relief to you and your family.
They feel happy by now they know the message now that we are going home, we are coming home. So I think in their hearts they feel very glad. And even myself, I can't explain how I feel now. We have waited long for this moment, and we thank our Father God that He did allow us to do these things, and He did step in and say, this is enough, I can't let my people suffer anymore. So we thank everyone.
Thanks so much, Brandon. All the best.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
That was Brandon Billings, who is one of the Khoisan 4, Paul, and basically just telling us about how he feels about this occasion. And of course, just to mention, the two Khoisan 4, two of the Khoisan 4 that did embark on this hunger strike are not here currently. We understand that they are at church this morning, and one of the things that the DP did mention was that he came here at this hour to hand over, to rather accept the memorandum, and he's also on his way to church. But the one thing that he did promise was that the Khoisan 4 will definitely spend Christmas at home. So it is really a feel-good story, a feel-good day today in the capital city, just under Nelson Mandela's arms, really, where the Khoisan 4 have been camped out. Over to you.
Thank you. That was a reporter, Lerando Temba, outside the Union Buildings. A highly emotionally charged day and some relief for the Khoisan 4 after Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa addressed them this morning, really just acknowledging their demands after they staged a protest of just over 20 days. We'll have more on this story for you after this break.